Good morning, Modern Steaders. We're supposed to be getting anywhere from 5 to like 12 or 18 inches of snow today, depending on what weather station you listen to. Right now, it's raining out. We've been spoiled. We haven't had to use the plow yet this year. Here it is December, so I'm excited about that. And then we got to start getting the tracks on the Mule because we're going to be needing to go to the off-grid property. And with all this snow coming in, we're not going to be able to get up the road. So we're going to have a fun day today. It's been a little while since I put the plow on the truck. So it's always interesting to see how long it takes to get the plow on the truck. Move it over. It only took 3 attempts, not too bad. I got a Boss snowplow, so I always forget because I used to have a Fisher. You have to put the power to the plow and turn your remote on and then give it a double tap so it's blinking. I always forget that step. And I think my plow's broken. Now we should be able to hit this button and it should lift the plow up. So I'm gonna hit this and then back up. And it locks the pins in place. Both sides. Nope, that side's not locked in yet. So we're good with the plow, but we ended up getting a trailer so we can bring the Mule over to the new property. We're gonna move that and put that down in the shed because when we get in that much snow, yeah, we should just have it under cover. Look at that, it's a perfect fit. Just enough room. That's one less thing we'll have to shovel off. We're going to be installing some Camso tracks on our 2020 Mule Pro FXT Ranch Edition. We have the UTV 4S1 track system. I want to go through and make sure we have everything in here that we're supposed to have. We're supposed to be getting a bunch of snow today, so I figure it's a perfect day to get the tracks on. 16. Perfect. Depending on the model of your UTV, all these brackets are going to be different. Two are bolts and then our top plates. And then this is a 260, which I want to say is the rear brackets. Rear brackets, yep, right here. have our lift kit parts. Put these back here. This is going to be our lift kit. 4 spacers, 4 nuts and bolts. Alright, now we can get our track on. Let's see where we are. Come back this way. Haha, gotcha. Gotcha. I think that's the worst part so far, is lining up the lug nuts. You can't just pick it up and turn it like a wheel. Save all this stuff, I'll need it in a minute. I need to take out this nut and bolt right here and then put our spacer arm. She tight. Oh my. There we go. All right. Now we can put this bracket on. My bracket on. There you go. Line everything up right there I like it. Let's drop this bolt in. So our bolt sits in a little seat right there, so we don't have to get a wrench or a ratchet on it. And then we have our different configurations of items. Tighten this down. It's looking good. It's starting to look like a tank. Now that we have both the rear tracks in, we're going to install our 2-inch lift kit on the rear. Right there, I saw the bolt move. So we'll jack it up just a smidge. Haha, we get all the weight off of it, so we're not fighting anything. Boom. Hold this. There should do it. I like it. Sweet. All right, I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side, and then I'll be right back. And then we can hold it down. Oh yeah. We're gonna need steps to get into it after this. Alright, before I jack the front up, I'm gonna break free all of my lug nuts. Yeah, good job. One of the things I'm really liking about this track kit so far is they have where your bolt's gonna go. They got a hex cut in it, so when your bolt's in there, it's locked in place and you don't need a wrench on there. I like that. Like so. Otherwise, I won't be able to get it in after. Alright, I'm going to put the same bracket on the other side while I have all of my tools out. I like it. Oh, it's starting to look like a tank. So mean looking. Look at that. I can't wait to see what it looks like once all the tracks are on and the lift's installed. I might have ordered a few more things for the Mule. Winter necessities. They'll be coming shortly. And if you have any ideas of what else we should be adding to the Mule, leave it in the comments down below. Now I just hope we get a lot of snow this winter. There, it's all installed. I'm gonna put some cardboard under the tracks so I can get it jacked high enough. And then we're just gonna make adjustments. We're gonna make sure that our track angle adjustment is correct and that our alignment is right on. I need the top of this wheel to be at 12 and an 8 plus or minus 3/16. So we're at 13. So that means we need to pick up on the front. So I gotta jack this up. We are at, we're gonna go like 3/4 of an inch. Go a little bit more. That's perfect. Now that this is all good, we are going to so we want this pointing in. We want that free. I'm going by my bubble level here and going by a 12 and an 8 number back there, and everything is right on the money. I need to tighten this up because that's too loose, and I'm going to adjust it right here. Right like that. We're in the bubble. Our measurement's good there. Now we need to lock these in. We have a bubble level right here. We're at the right measurement. That is level. Otherwise, when it's not adjusted properly, it looks like that. This is the side we still need to adjust. I'm going to repeat that step on the other side, and then we'll go to the rear. Alright. Alright, now I gotta do the same thing on the rear. Make sure all of these angle of attack is right, that the track is sitting nice and flat, and it is. Make a little bit of an adjustment. Now, we just need to tighten all of our lug nuts. So we'll drive it forward a little bit so we can get to all of our lug nuts and get them tightened up. I just went around and I re-tightened up the lug nuts that I can get. I'm gonna mark them with an X so I know which ones have already been tightened up. I can't remember how much taller this is. Hopefully, it can still get out that door. Hope it's not over 8 feet tall. These tracks do make it a lot wider. You better measure and make sure it'll still fit on the trailer. That would not be good. 74 to the outside edge. I think that'll still fit. Let's go measure. It's gonna be close. Well, the rain is changing over to snow. So hopefully it's wide enough. Oh, 76 and a half on the inside. So we have 2.5 inches to spare. Darn, it is close. Now we just gotta wait for a little bit of snow to come tonight, and I'll go take it for a ride. It's the next morning, and that big snowstorm we were supposed to get, we got about 2 inches. So, unfortunately, we don't have a lot of snow to test the new tank out in, but we'll do the morning chores, and then we'll take the tank out in the snow that we do have, and see how it goes. What do you think of your new ride?
Huge.
That's huge. It is pretty big. We should be able to go anywhere we want to now.
Can you even get it out of here?
It'll be a close fit, but it should fit. It wouldn't be good if you couldn't get it out. You have to take the tracks off and put them back on outside.
Yep.
Gina said before she would get in the mule with the tracks on it, I had to test drive it to make sure it was safe. Oh, we can do that. I'll do that right now. Be able to get anywhere on either of the properties now. Things I wanted to do and haven't got around to it yet is put a bridge across from this side to this side. This might make for a good winter project. We've still got a good distance even with the tracks on. can't get across. This is down at the bottom of the homestead. The house is right there. I had to put it in four-wheel drive when I was backing up. We were doing burnouts. Side-by-side or anything with tracks on it, so let's bring it back in the shop. We'll just check it over, make sure everything is working good, and we don't have to worry about anything falling off or any kind of damage. It all seemed to drive fine. There's a little smell, which is either from going through wet stuff and it's the exhaust, or it's just some oils or whatever burning off on the tracks. Everything looks good. Now we can give Gina and Olivia a ride and see what they think of it. You ladies ready for a ride?
Yeah. I know.
What do you think so far?
I like it. I don't know yet.
No comment?
You can't see it.
So what you think?
It was a lot smoother than with regular tires.
Yeah.
It was.
It was.
Yeah.
It gives a smooth ride, and we don't even have much snow. There's like, I don't know, an inch or two of snow out there. So when there's a lot of snow and it really smooths everything out, I bet it's gonna give it a really nice ride. I was surprised it's not as loud as I thought it was gonna be. It's a little bit noisier than with tires because you have the track noise, but it's not bad. You don't need earmuffs or headphones or anything.
No.
So I'm gonna load it up, and we're gonna be using it tomorrow at the off-grid property. It's gonna be a tight fit. The track's on, so. Tight squeeze on that side, even tighter on this side, but we got it, and we got it without rubbing for the first time. And look at this, we don't got much room back here either. Perfect. I ended up putting a tarp over the windshield. I don't have wipers for this thing, and going down the road tomorrow, it's going to be wet. I don't know if we're going to get a bunch of salt and yuck on the windshield. So if you have any better ideas other than that, leave it in the comments down below. It's getting cold and dark. It's time to go in and have dinner. See you in the house. Thanks for coming along on our homesteading journey. If you guys liked the video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps. And while you're down there, if you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and we'll see you right back here in the next video when we're up at the new off-grid property with the new tracks.